All right, let's get to the Falcons. So in 2022, the Falcons went 7-10. They missed the playoffs. Uh, Notable losses: they lost Marcus Mariota. Now he didn't finish the year at quarterback, but consider it a notable loss. Olamide Zaccheaus, Elijah Wilkinson, and Rashawn Evans. Some additions they had: Taylor Heineke, Bijan Robinson, Mac Hollins, Scotty Miller, Matthew Bergeron, David Onyemata, Calais Campbell, Bud Dupree, Caden Ellis, Jeff Okuda, and Jesse Bates. Their 2022 strength of schedule was ninth hardest. In 2023, they're going to have the easiest schedule in the entire league. So, what do we think about the Falcons?
Normally, every other division, you'd write them off, right? But playing in the NFC South, everybody's got a chance. So, I mean, it's an obvious upgrade at quarterback. Um, you know, uh, Robertson, he was the big fish. I think they got in the draft. That I think if he can play up to the potential, I mean, they're going to fight for third in that division.
Ugh. I just, like you said, that division is so open that somebody in that division could win it with like an 8-9 record, and that's the sad part. But I'm a big Oklahoma State Big 12 fan, so I was able to watch Robinson a lot this year, and his potential he has is through the roof. And if they can utilize that correctly, I feel like the Falcons could win that division.
I'll say it. Why did they draft him? That was one of the last teams I thought would draft Bijan Robinson. One of the very last teams. Um, Even Cordell Patterson was doing great with them. When Tyler Algier came in last year, we voted him the best running back in the division. I know the division's not that great, but he still had a very good year. Um, I don't now it's like, why do you even have Cordell Patterson on the roster if Algier's going to back up Bijan Robinson? I assume they're just going to do a committee, but and just rely on the run, similar to what similar to what the Titans did. Now Arthur Smith's the head coach, so what he did with like Derrick Henry and stuff. He'll probably do with like a committee down in Atlanta. Um, Ritter, you know, I thought he was pretty good in college. At the end of last year, I think he was more thrown into the spotlight, so I didn't think he was going to be doing all that well. They added some depth. I love the some of the veteran pieces that they added. Calais Campbell's a great addition to that. I think Calais Campbell at any age is just really good. Onyemata is a very underrated defensive tackle. Um, and I mean they traded for Jeff Okuda. That's not really saying all that much. But Jesse Bates, another great addition to defense. If the defense can come together, they can be a very underrated team, especially with the strength of schedule. 30, they have the easiest strength of the schedule. Um, I don't really know what else to say about that team. I'm shocked at their off season. It's not how I would have seen it. I would have probably added a top tier receiver. Especially they got rid of Calvin Ridley. You're not going to see Ridley. It's not. I mean, we saw what they did without Ridley last year. They have a hard time. They have a hard time in the red zone in general. So hopefully that's what they end up doing with their running back situation. They might just run the ball the entire game. We might see what the Ravens have been doing the last like 5 years, ever since Lamar Jackson came in. We might see that in Atlanta.